You can write down your answers in the chat section. Thank you. Yoga, meditation, okay. We're talking about exercise, so definitely meditation is very helpful. Walking and light exercise, okay. Lot of questions. Keep on writing. We are looking at the chat. Anodum, yes, absolutely. One of the best exercise to reduce your hypertension, take care of your heart. Very nice. Swimming, absolutely, we can do swimming. Brahmari is again the pranayama, yes, we can. Cardio. Wait for 3 more minutes. Let's everyone join in. Can you quickly check your mic?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you?
You are audible.
Okay, great.
So I'll just quickly give you a brief on today's session. It's a day 4 for the hypertension series, and we have discussed about the sleep, we have discussed about stress, the hypertension as the condition itself. And today we are going to talk about the exercise, hypertension, how both are interrelated, what precautions one has to take when they are having the hypertension, or what precaution one can take when they have diabetes and they want to prevent hypertension. And tomorrow, last session on the diet. So I hope you enjoyed the series so far. And I'm excited to start with today's session. We have Uma here, who's the team lead with us. And we have fitness coach Himanshu, who is the expert in his field. And you must have experienced his workout. Who other than Himanshu can guide us better on this? So welcome to today's session, Uma. I think we can start just in another 2-3 minutes. Let's wait for more people to join in. Whatever the questions you have with respect to the hypertension and exercise, please write down in the chat section. We will take it up shortly. If anyone from your family wants to join the session, I'm sending the link here in the chat. You can send it to them. They all can be a part of it. It's open for everyone. It's all about spreading awareness, and Sugar.fit wants to reach out to as many people as we can. Uma, I think we can start. Let's people keep joining in. We will start with the session.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Neha, for this introduction. So once again, I welcome you all to the series of hypertension. Today, we have with us wonderful person who will take us through all our queries related to exercise and activity regime. which is impacting hypertension. So I would like to introduce Mr. Himanshu Rawat. He's a ACE certified fitness trainer with more than 14 years of vast experience with ailments, including diabetes. He has worked more than 5 years with Cure.fit, and about 2 years he's been associated with Sugar.fit. So, as a fitness coach, he's training people suffering from diabetes and other ailments. So, welcome to the session, Mr. Himanshu.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, we'll start the session now. So, can we go with the question?
Yes, Uma, let's go ahead.
Yes. So, we are all eagerly waiting to know the best workouts for hypertension management, Mr. Himanshu. So, I'm just curious to know. We often hear that regular physical activity can help us lower blood pressure, right?
Yes,
So,
right.
yeah. How exactly do exercise contribute to like managing the hypertension? Can you explain us the mechanism behind it and why it is essential for overall health?
Right. So basically, when you are working out regularly, a regular exercise make the heart stronger, your heart stronger, and a stronger heart can pump more blood with the less efforts. So as a result, the force on the arteries decreases at that point of time. So if your heart is becoming stronger, your blood supply is going to be more easier in your veins, in your arteries. So your heart will not be it will not remain in that much of stress. So the blood pressure will not increase if you are working out regularly, because your blood will supply easily through your heart, which is going to be in a more efficient way, in a more efficient way, because it's getting stronger when you are working out regularly on it. Okay, so when you work out, basically you don't only work on your muscle. Okay, like let me give an example. So there are two type of a muscle in your body, right? One is voluntary muscle and one is your involuntary muscle. So voluntary muscles are which you can control, and involuntary muscles are which you can't control. So whenever we do our live sessions or any other kind of activities which you do in your day-to-day life, and if you do your recording videos, so in that videos and in the live session, we made the workout in such way where you can train your voluntary muscles also with the weight training, and we add on some aerobic exercise also. Aerobic means the kind of a exercise which you can perform for the longer period of time, which will work in your involuntary muscles which you can't control, like your heart, your lungs. Okay, so automatically, if you are working on them on a regular basis, so the capacity of that muscle, your heart and lungs, that increases day in, day out, month in, month out. It doesn't happen within few days or within few weeks. It takes time. Okay, it takes a longer time, like 2 to 3 months. You will start feeling difference in your breathing pattern. So suppose if you are resting heart rate as of now, if you are not working out, suppose it is remaining in between 70 to 80 beats per minute. So that means your heart is beating 70 to 80 times to supply that blood into your body. Now, when you are working out regularly, at that point of time, after a few months, once you're gonna check your heart rate, resting heart rate, that will automatically goes down. Why? Because your heart is more sufficient now. The way he used to pump 70 to 80 beats per minute prior to the workout, now that amount of blood your heart will be able to pump with a lesser beat, with a 60 beat, or maybe within 55 beat. That means your heart is becoming more sufficient, in an efficient way. It's supplying the blood to your body. Okay, so that's how the pressure will decreases through your arteries. Understood? So that's how it's work. So it's not only about your muscle training when you do any kind of a workout. It works in your involuntary muscles also. Okay, and always the cardio kind of a workout, the aerobic kind of a exercises along with the strength training is going to be more beneficial rather than focusing only on like brisk walk, jogging. Because yes, you are working on your heart over there, but you are losing up your muscles also. So you have to take care of both of them, your voluntary muscle and involuntary muscle. आपको दोनों का ध्यान रखना है. Right, so along with the aerobic exercises which you can add on in your strength training only. which we are already doing in our live session and in the recorded sessions.
Okay, thank you so much. So we understood that heart being a muscle, once again, healthy heart will be very good for hypertension. So exercise becomes a very important thing here, right?
Right.
And one more thing, Himanshu, we just hear a lot about talking about high intensity interval training, that is HIIT, which is like compared to moderate intensity continuous exercise for lowering the blood pressure, right?
Right.
So, as someone with hypertension, which approach will you recommend? Is it HIIT or moderate intensity continuous activity you will recommend? Which one you
So,
recommend
with
and
the
why? Yes.
hypertension, yes,
Hmm.
with the hypertension, always moderate intensity exercises are going to be more beneficial because when you are keeping your heart rate in a moderate level and still your heart rate in little stress, so you are working on it, you are making it stronger. But if you will go in a high intensity workout, at that point of time, again you are creating a excessive pressure on your heart. Okay, because when you do a high intensity workout, automatically your blood pressure increases at that point of time. So that is not recommended. Plus, any kind of a activity where you need to hold your breath, okay, that kind of activities you should avoid. So it always suggested to do a moderate intensity exercise where your heart rate remains at a moderate level, not at the resting heart rate. It goes up where you can feel when you are talking, so you will not be able to talk continuously, you need to take some breathe in between. So you will get to know ki, okay, my heart rate is little higher and this much heart rate I can maintain for the longer period of time, and I can do my workout within this heart rate, within remaining this heart rate for at least 15 to 20 minutes non-stop. So that is going to be the perfect intensity for the workout, those who all are going through with the hypertension.
Himanshu, can we just explain in one sentence in Hindi also? Because there are few people who are not able to understand in English.
श्योर सो जैसे अगर आप हाई इंटेंसिटी में वर्कआउट करते हो, सपोज आपने बहुत ज्यादा इंटेंसिटी पे वर्कआउट किया, तो उस टाइम पे आपका जो हार्ट रेट में जो वेन्स आपके डायलेट होते हैं, मतलब बड़े होते हैं, वेन्स खुलते हैं, तो उसके अंदर ब्लड काफी तेज जाता है। ओके, क्योंकि आप उस टाइम पे उस मसल पे वर्क कर रहे हो, तो वहां पे ज्यादा सप्लाई चाहिए ब्लड का उस मसल को वर्क कराने के लिए, तो आपका ब्लड पूरा जो होता है वो उस तरफ पे रन करता है, जिसकी वजह से जो प्रेशर होता है हार्ट का वो काफी ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है आपके आर्टरीज के अंदर। सो इसलिए हाई इंटेंसिटी एक्सरसाइजेज जो होती है वो रिकमेंड नहीं करी जाती जिनको भी हाइपरटेंशन का इश्यू है। ओके, आप उस टाइम पे मॉडरेट लेवल एक्सरसाइज करोगे जहां पे आप इजीली एक तरीके का रिदम बहुत देर तक फॉलो कर सको। मैं आपको एग्जांपल बताऊं, एक हुआ जॉगिंग, एक हुआ स्प्रिंट करना, स्प्रिंट मतलब तेज दौड़ना। अब दोनों एक तरीके की सेम एक्टिविटी है, बट द डिफरेंस इज इन द स्प्रिंट यू आर डूइंग अ हाई इंटेंसिटी वर्कआउट। मतलब स्प्रिंट में आप अपनी जो इंटेंसिटी है वो काफी ज्यादा हाई रख रहे हो। जैसे आपको 100 मीटर कंप्लीट करना है, मैंने वहां पे आपको टैग लाइन दे दी कि आपको सिर्फ 10 सेकंड में ही कंप्लीट करना है। बट अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि अब आपको 100 मीटर कंप्लीट करना है, बट आपके पास कोई टाइम रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ अपने हार्ट रेट से थोड़ा ऊपर जाना है। जैसे कि अभी मैं बैठा हूँ, मेरा हार्ट रेट बिल्कुल नॉर्मल है, मैं एक्टिविटी कर रहा हूँ, मेरा सांस नहीं फूल रहा, तो दिस इज माई रेस्टिंग हार्ट रेट। बट मैं जैसी कोई एक्टिविटी थोड़ी बहुत जॉगिंग स्टार्ट करूंगा तो मेरा हार्ट रेट इंक्रीज होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। ओके, सो एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू विल गेट टू नो कि योर हार्ट रेट इज मॉडरेट, आपका मॉडरेट लेवल पे हार्ट रेट आ चुका है। अब उस चीज को, उस एक्टिविटी को ज्यादा देर तक कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो बिना किसी रेस्ट के। ओके, क्योंकि जैसे अगर आप, मैंने आपको बोला कि आपको पूरा पावर यूज करना है 100 मीटर में, तो आप हो सकता है उस 100 मीटर के बाद दोबारा से 100 मीटर ना कर पाओ, आपको रुकना पड़ेगा बॉडी को रिकवरी के लिए, रिकवर करने के लिए। बट अगर आप मॉडरेट पेस पे एक्सरसाइज करते हो, कोई भी एक्टिविटी करते हो, तो वो आप ज्यादा देर तक कर सकते हो बिना थके, बिना बॉडी को प्रॉपर रिकवरी दिए, तो वो आप ज्यादा देर तक फॉलो कर पाओगे। प्लस वहां पे जो प्रेशर रहेगा आपकी आर्टरीज में, ब्लड प्रेशर जो रहेगा वो कम रहेगा एज कंपेयर टू द हाई इंटेंसिटी, क्योंकि हाई इंटेंसिटी में उतने ही प्रेशर से वो आपकी मसल पे ब्लड सप्लाई होगा। अगर आप कम मॉडरेट, कम लेवल पे, कम इंटेंसिटी पे ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हो, तो जो ब्लड फ्लो होगा वो स्लो होगा थोड़ा।
Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much for detailed explanation, Himanshu ji. So I'm just curious. So before starting an exercise routine, what precautions a person with hypertension, precautions are adjustments should someone with hypertension should take, and is there any specific exercise or intensity level we should be avoiding as a person with hypertension?
Yes. So, first of all, always check your BP before starting your workout. Those who all are going through with a hypertension issue, उनको हमेशा अपना बीपी मॉनिटर करना है सबसे पहले जब भी आप वर्कआउट स्टार्ट करो. सो इफ इट इज गोइंग ऑन अ हायर साइड, then avoid at that time. You can rather than doing any kind of a moderate exercise, I would suggest, मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा कि आप उस टाइम पे जॉग कर लो या फिर ब्रिस्क वॉक कर लो, right? So that if you are working out at that point of time when your heart rate is already high, your blood pressure is already high, so that can be a little risky thing. तो वो थोड़ा रिस्की हो सकता है. उस टाइम पे आप अवॉइड कर सकते हो अपनी एक्सरसाइजेस को, एंड यू कैन डू योर ब्रेस्ट वॉक, योगा, okay, normal speed jogging, okay, which you can jog for at least a kilometer without any kind of a rest, okay, in a normal pace. So intensity should not be very high. Now, if you check your heart rate is totally normal, you are taking your like you are in a medication, आप properly medicated हो, आप ढंग से अपना pills ले रहे हो, drug ले रहे हो, your medicines is perfectly fine, and your heart rate is and your blood pressure is completely in a normal range. Normal range में है, then nothing to worry about. You have to just do some warm-ups. Make sure whatever the exercises you are going to perform, increase your body temperature first by doing some jog or moving your hands in all direction, so your body increases your blood your temperature, and you will be more mobile when you are working out. आपकी बॉडी में मोबिलिटी बहुत अच्छी, आपके मसल वार्म होने चाहिए जब आप कोई भी एक्सरसाइज करो. दैट यू नीड टू कीप इट इन माइंड, ओके, बिकॉज इमीडिएटली अगर आप एकदम से कोई भी एक्सरसाइज करते हो तो हो सकता है जो आपका मसल रिलैक्स है वहां पे ड्यू टू एनी काइंड ऑफ अ मूवमेंट यू गेट अ मसल पुल, हो सकता है मसल पुल हो जाए, जो कि आपको अगेन 20 days, मे बी 15 days, 25 days तक वो कंटिन्यूस पेन करता रहेगा. So rather than getting that muscle pull, make sure that your body is completely mobile. आपकी बॉडी की जो इलास्टिसिटी है मसल की वो अच्छे से होनी चाहिए, एंड आपका जो बॉडी टेम्परेचर होना चाहिए उसके लिए वो प्रॉपर होना चाहिए. ओके, सो ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विद अ नॉर्मल regular warm-up exercises like your jogging, moving your arms in each direction, moving your legs in each direction, and do check your blood pressure. That's all.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, as you spoke about warm-up exercise before starting, so is there any specific thing with respect to cooling time also should be increased for a person with hypertension? Anything like that, Himanshu? I'm curious to know about this.
Yes, definitely. So you will be spending more time in your cool down stretches, and your warm up stretches and cool down stretches are always different. दोनों में फर्क होता है. Okay, so it's just named stretching, but both are in a different way. जो दोनों का काम है वो बिल्कुल अलग अलग है. We always do the dynamic stretching before starting our workout. रीजन उसका डायनामिक स्ट्रेचेस करने का ये है कि वहां पे हम मसल को रेडी कर रहे हैं फॉर द वर्कआउट. वी आर मेकिंग द मसल रेडी फॉर द वर्कआउट. सो वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द बॉडी टेम्परेचर, वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द मसल टेम्परेचर. जो आपके मसल का टेम्परेचर अभी लो है, अगर आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो बहुत लो रहता है, बट वंस यू स्टार्ट मूविंग योर आर्म्स दैट मसल, द टेम्परेचर स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग. ओके, तभी हमें स्वेटिंग आना स्टार्ट होता है टू रेगुलेट द बॉडी टेम्परेचर ताकि आपका मेंटेन रहे, राइट. सो जब भी आप वर्कआउट करोगे, वर्कआउट स्टार्ट करने से पहले आपको हमेशा डायनेमिक वाले स्ट्रेचेस करने हैं जहां पे आप ज्यादा देर कोई भी स्ट्रेच होल्ड नहीं करोगे. कोई भी स्ट्रेच अगर आप परफॉर्म करते हो तो वो हमेशा स्ट्रेच एंड रिलीज फॉर्म में होना चाहिए. सपोज आई एम गोना यूज माय शोल्डर मसल्स टुडे. सपोज हम आज शोल्डर का वर्कआउट करेंगे. सो इफ आई एम स्ट्रेचिंग माय शोल्डर फॉर एन एग्जांपल, ये स्ट्रेच है, तो आई विल स्ट्रेच इट फॉर 2 to 3 seconds, then I'm going to release it. Then again, I'm going to stretch it for 2 to 3 seconds, and then I'm going to release it. So what I'm trying over here, in each and every stretch, हर stretch में मैं try करूंगा कि मैं अपना mobility, जो मेरा flexibility है वो increase हो. Okay, so my body and my muscle range is going to be more better as compared to my first stretch. जितना मैं first stretch में कर पा रहा था when I'm gonna end after 30 seconds, so मेरे जो range होगा that is going to be much better, वो ज्यादा होगा क्योंकि उस body का temperature, उस muscle का temperature increase हो चुका है, right? Whereas if we compare this stretch with the last one, which we do in the cool down, जो हम cool down में करते हैं, that is your static stretches. Static means when we hold any kind of a stretch, जब हम कोई भी stretch hold करते हैं, okay? Now hold starts from 1 minute, okay? वो आता है आपका cool down part, and वो हमेशा हम exercise के end में करते हैं. Again, reason, when you hold any kind of a muscle for the longer period of time in a certain stretch, एक स्ट्रेच पे जब भी आप किसी मसल को बहुत देर तक होल्ड करके रखते हो, सो देर इज अ ऑर्गन इन योर बॉडी, आपकी बॉडी के अंदर एक ऑर्गन होता है विच इज जीटीओ, गोल्गी टेंडन ऑर्गन. सो आपका ब्रेन ऑटोमेटिकली सिग्नल भेजता है उस ऑर्गन को कि यू हैव टू शट डाउन दैट मसल, कि हमको मसल को अब रिलैक्स करना है, ये मसल काफी देर से स्ट्रेच है, अगर इससे ज्यादा देर स्ट्रेच होता है या फिर ज्यादा देर तक हम स्ट्रेच करके रखते हैं इससे ज्यादा देर, तो यहाँ पे इंजरी के चांसेस इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं. तो हमको जितना जल्दी हो सके इस मसल को रिलैक्स करना है, बंद करना है, राइट? सो आफ्टर अ मिनट और सो वंस यू विल रिलीज दैट स्ट्रेच, जब आप उस स्ट्रेच से हटोगे, सो यू गोना फील मच रिलीफ, आपको उस मसल में काफी ज्यादा रिलीफ मिलेगा. ओके उस टाइम पे आपका रेंज ऑफ मोशन जो है वो धीरे धीरे कम हो जाएगा क्योंकि मसल शट डाउन हो रहा है, बंद हो रहा है, रिलैक्स हो रहा है उस टाइम पे. तो इसलिए हम कोई भी होल्डिंग वाला स्ट्रेच जो है वो हमेशा वर्कआउट के एंड में करते हैं, पहले नहीं करते, क्योंकि अगर आप पहले करोगे तो आप मसल को शट डाउन कर रहे हो, यू आर नॉट मेकिंग इट एक्टिवेट. सो पहले आपको हमेशा डायनेमिक वाले स्ट्रेचेस करने हैं जहां पे भी आपके मूवमेंट रहेंगे स्ट्रेचेस में, एंड हमेशा वर्कआउट करने के बाद आपको होल्डिंग वाले स्ट्रेच करने हैं जहां पे आपका हार्ट रेट लो होगा. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया आपकी बॉडी ऑटोमेटिकली सिग्नल भेजती है आपका हार्ट रेट लो करने के लिए, आपके मसल को रिलीज करने के लिए. सो इट ऑलवेज सजेस्टेड टू डू स्टैटिक स्ट्रेचेस एट द एंड एंड टू स्पेंड मोर टाइम एट द स्टैटिक स्ट्रेचेस ऑल्सो. ज्यादा टाइम आप अपने वर्कआउट के बाद स्टैटिक स्ट्रेच पे स्पेंड करो. Again, one more thing, I have seen lot of members, they do their workout, बहुत अच्छे से वर्कआउट करते हैं, बट एट द एंड दे मिस देयर स्ट्रेचेस मिस कर देते हैं. ओके विच इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी बैड फॉर देयर पॉस्चर, जो कि पॉस्चर के लिए काफी ज्यादा खराब होगा, लाइक इन फॉर देयर डे टू डे लाइफस्टाइल. इफ यू आर वर्किंग आउट रेगुलरली, अगर आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी रेगुलरली हर रेगुलर बेस पे कर रहे हो, नॉट इवन वर्कआउट, ओके आप वर्कआउट भी हटा दो, इफ सपोज यू आर डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी इन योर डे टू डे लाइफ स्टाइल, मोस्टली 90% लोगों का 95 9 to 5 जॉब है, राइट? एंड वी कीप सिटिंग ऑन आवर लैपटॉप, हम लैपटॉप में बैठे रहते हैं, वी कीप आवर बैक स्लाउज्ड, सो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अ काइंड ऑफ आइसोमेट्रिक होल्ड फॉर योर बॉडी. वो एक तरीके का आपकी बॉडी के लिए हैबिट है, एक्सरसाइज है जो आप रोज कर रहे हो, right? Now you are not going to feel any change, as I said कि कोई भी आप एक्सरसाइज करते हो, कुछ भी मूवमेंट आप करते हो तो आपको सडन चेंज महसूस नहीं होता. आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ्स और ईयर यू विल सी दैट कि आपकी बॉडी उसी तरीके से इवेल्युएट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगी, उसी तरफ बेंड करना स्टार्ट कर देगी. ओके सो दैट हाउ इट हैपेंस. सेम विद द मसल, अगर आप मसल ट्रेन कर रहे हो, सो योर मसल्स आर गेटिंग स्ट्रॉन्गर, आपका मसल स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहा है, एंड जितना मसल स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा वो हार्ड होता रहेगा, एंड जितना वो हार्ड होता रहेगा तो उसके आसपास के जितने भी एरिया है वो उसको अपनी तरफ पुल करेगा. योर मसल स्टार्ट पुलिंग दैट एरियाज टुवर्ड्स हिज साइड. Okay, so that's why you always see in the elder people or after 35, या फिर आप बहुत टाइम से 9 to 5 जॉब पे हो, कर रहे हो, continuously कर रहे हो, you have a sitting job, so your back start getting slouched. Okay, because your pectoral, जो आपके आगे के फ्रंट मसल्स हैं वो स्ट्रॉन्ग होते जा रहे हैं, तो इसलिए आपकी बॉडी आगे की तरफ पुल कर रही है बिकॉज ऑफ दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग मसल. नाउ अगर आप कंटिन्यूअसली आपका जॉब है बट विद दैट यू डू योर स्ट्रेचेस ऑल्सो, आपको पता है पूरे दिन बैठते हो बट आप घर में आके 20 मिनट्स 15 मिनट्स प्रॉपर जो मसल पूरा स्लाउच था पूरे दिन तक आपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके रखा था, घर पे आके उसको स्ट्रेच भी करते हो, देन नेवर यू गोना फील दिस काइंड ऑफ अ इशू. आपको कभी भी ये स्लाउच बैक का इशू नहीं होगा, क्योंकि जितना देर मसल को आपने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टाइट करके रखा, ट्रेन करा, उतना आपने उसको स्ट्रेच भी करा. सो सेम विद द एक्सरसाइज, जितना मसल को ट्रेन कर रहे हो उतना उसको स्ट्रेच भी करना है, लेंथन भी करना है, अदरवाइज दैट विल बिकम शॉर्टर. मसल आपका शॉर्ट हो जाएगा, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा. वेयर एज जब आप आपने कुछ टाइम बाद एक्टिविटी देखोगे, रेंज देखोगे, वहां पे फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इशू आने स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि मसल का उतना रेंज नहीं रहेगा जितना वो पहले था। पहले वो ज्यादा स्ट्रेच हो पाता था, अब जैसे जैसे वो स्ट्रांग हुआ तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड पोजीशन पे आ गया। अब उसमें उतना स्ट्रेच नहीं है, यू कांट स्ट्रेच दैट मसल इन अ फुल्ली लाइक इन एफिशिएंट वे। जितना उसका पहले एफिशिएंसी थी पुल करने की, अब उतनी नहीं रही, बिकॉज दैट मसल बिकम वेरी हार्डर एंड स्ट्रॉन्गर, काफी हार्ड हो चुका है एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग हो चुका है। सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बैलेंस ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, हर चीज आपको बैलेंस करनी है। आपको स्ट्रेचिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट, नेवर फॉरगेट दैट after your workout. Take out some 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the cool down.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So I just want to understand here how frequently like exercise sessions can be done to control blood pressure. Also, maybe the duration, how much duration you generally advise anyone with blood to control the blood pressure. Is there any optimal number of times repetition has to be done in a week, or any session length someone can follow with the hypertension? We should aim some particular time and repetition as such. Can we just get to understand, Himanshu?
Yes. So, see, minimum 3 times in a week should be there of your training part. That is minimum. If we talk about the maximum, then you can train 5 to 6 times in a week, and one day specifically there should be your recovery day. Definitely, आपको अपनी मसल को recovery time देना है. So minimum we will do 3 times, and अगर आप 3 times कर रहे हो, how you gonna divide it? You just start with the Monday, Tuesday rest, then again Wednesday training, Thursday rest, then again Friday training, Saturday rest, then again Sunday you also can give rest. Okay, so that is the minimum which everyone's requirement, just जो हर किसी का requirement है, that is 3 times in a week, and maximum you can train for 6 times in a week. Okay, duration should be half an hour to 45 minutes. So where you're gonna take 10 minutes, you're gonna take out 10 minutes for your warm up. Okay, then 15 to 20 minutes for the workout, and then again 5 to 10 minutes for your cool down. If you don't have that much of time, even 20 minutes of a moderate pace workout can lower down your blood pressure. Okay, so start with a 5 minutes warm up, then again 10 to 15 minutes moderate exercise with a continuous pace where you're keeping your heart rate to the moderate level, and then 5 minutes for your cool down and stretches. Right?
Understood. Understood. Thank you so much. So, for someone who is looking into incorporating exercise in their daily routines to manage hypertension, what are some simple and practically possible strategies you recommend? And how can they make this as an habit going ahead?
See, you have to focus on all over body parts. So there are going to be 3 simple exercises which I'm going to show you, and you can perform every single day. These 3 exercises, make sure it's going to take hardly 15 minutes to train these muscles, and the movements even are also going to be very simple. Okay, now as soon as your muscles start getting stronger, जैसे जैसे muscles strong होता रहेगा, your muscles start getting harder, and with that you can use your weights also. You can include your weight training. You can add on some equipments like water bottle or lightweight dumbbells. Okay, so I'll just show you the movement, just a second. Right, there are going to be 3 basic movements, right? First one is going to be for your lower body. Now, I know a lot of people is suffering from like arthritis issue, joint related issue. So it's
Neha, if you
always,
can just put him on the limelight, Himanshu's.
He's
Can
there
you?
on spotlight, Uma.
Okay, spotlight. Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So I know all of like there are a lot of members who can't do a proper squat, or like they can't bend their knees properly. No problem at all. Something is better than nothing. So at least if you are bending your knees at a 45-degree angle also, still you will be working on your quad muscle and you can make them stronger. Okay, now a simple exercises which I'm going to tell you how you need to make your workout. Suppose you have to stand with a shoulder width apart. Okay, your legs will remain shoulder width apart. You will engage your hip. You have to push your hip back. Go only half down. Don't need to go deep. Just go this much down and then stand up. Now, this particular movement you can perform for 30 seconds non-stop without any break. So if you will start doing it, every second one counts. So you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 30 seconds you will keep doing it non-stop regularly. Okay. And after a few seconds, you will start having some burn on your muscle. As I mentioned, कि blood flow उस muscle की तरफ जाता है, जैसे जैसे blood flow जाएगा, the burning will start happening. वो muscle use हो रहा है तो automatically उसमें burn होगा. Right? After 30 seconds, you can give some rest. आप 20 सेकंड का रेस्ट दोगे क्योंकि योर बॉडी नीड रिकवरी टाइम आल्सो. Okay, 20 second rest, then again start 30 second non-stop squatting. So that's how you can do 5 to 6 rounds. Okay, 5 to 6 rounds done for your lower body, for your this part. Now moving towards the next part, which is going to be your calf. This is a very important muscle, especially in hypertension, to control your sugar levels. आपकी sugar levels control करने में we call this as a second heart. ये आपका second heart है. How? Because first is your main heart जो आपका body में blood supply करता है. Second thing, when your blood goes down, okay, now we need some pressure to pump it up towards the upside again. Okay, so हमको कोई चीज, कोई मसल चाहिए जो उसको दोबारा ऊपर की तरफ सप्लाई करेगा, and that is your calf muscle. Okay, so आपका calf जो है वो आपके second heart की तरह काम करता है. So it's very important that you are working on your calf every single day. What is going to be a simple exercise? You can place your hand anywhere where you can balance yourself. जहाँ पे आप अपने आप को balance कर सको. Okay, now simply you have to lift your heels up. This is the contracted position of your calf, and this is the relaxed position of your calf. So you have to contract your muscle contract करना है, then release, then contract, then release. So you will do this for a minute. Okay, non-stop. 1 minute तक non-stop करना है. Then give some rest. After a minute, automatically your body need rest. आपके muscle को rest चाहिए होगा. So give 20 to 30 seconds of rest, and again repeat it for 4 to 5 times. 4 to 5 times repeat करना है. So 4 to 5 times your squat, 4 to 5 times your calf training, and the last part is going to be your upper body and aerobic training, which will suppress your hypertension, जो कि आपका blood pressure कम करेगी. As I mentioned कि आपको aerobic exercise इंक्लूड करनी है अपनी स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग में. सो ये आपने स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग किया. अब आप एरोबिक एक्सरसाइज कैसे इंक्लूड करोगे इसमें? You can do foot fires along with the upper body workout. Okay, हम इसमें upper body workout include कर रहे हैं. So you have to do small steps like this, and with that you're going to do straight punches. Okay, it's just the arm movement, and always remember that your hands are not going down below than your shoulder, because again this is the resting position for your shoulder. ये आपके shoulder की resting position है, and this is the active position. यहाँ पे आपके muscle active है. So you will keep doing this for 30 seconds non-stop, then again 20 seconds rest, and repeat it for 5 to 6 times. So with this, with the third movement में you're going to feel like that you are going little out of breath. Okay, आपको लगेगा कि थोड़ी breathlessness हो रही है. Why? Because this is the aerobic training. ये आपका aerobic training है. Okay, and this part will suppress your hypertension. ये part आपका hypertension को suppress करेगा. Okay, because this is the moderate intensity exercise. यहाँ पे intensity बहुत ज़्यादा high नहीं है, moderate level पे है. So with these three kind of movements, with these three simple movements, which you can follow every single day, you have to just take out 15 to 20 minutes for yourself. And just do a small warm up like a jog. आपने 5 minutes jog किया, rotations of your hand either like this or in this way. Okay, forward direction. Okay, and then you start with your workout. Okay, so five rounds of squat, then 5 rounds of calf raises, and 5 rounds of your punches, your upper body training for the strength, and with the aerobic training, your cardiovascular training, where we are training your involuntary muscle, your heart muscle. Okay, so these 3 simple exercises which you can follow every single day. Okay, and automatically you're going to feel like after a few weeks, after a month or so, you're going to feel like that this is getting a piece of cake for you guys. आपको लगेगा कि ये धीरे-धीरे exercise आपके लिए easy होते जा रहा है, and you can do little more exercise or little intense version of exercise. Because what happens, अगर आप एक चीज रेगुलरली फॉलो करते हो, सो योर बॉडी गेट यूज्ड टू इट. आपकी बॉडी उस चीज की यूज्ड हो जाती है. वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल, if I ask someone to walk for a kilometer first, okay, on a first day, मैंने किसी से बोला कि आपको 1 किलोमीटर वॉक करना है, okay, and I know कि उस person को arthritis है or any other issue XYZ, so he or she might be able to complete only 400 meters. हो सकता है वो सिर्फ 400 meters cover कर पाए on the first day, okay, or maybe she or he will stick to that 400 meters for a week. हो सकता है वो सिर्फ एक वीक तक वो उन 400 meters को ही कवर कर पा रहे हैं. But if that person will keep doing it regularly, अब वो उसका habit हो चुका है, it's a routine, and वो रोज करते हैं. Now over the period of time, what is going to happen after a week or maybe a 2 weeks, he or she will be managed to cover more distance. Okay, why? Because the body is getting used to it, and that 400 meters जो वो cover कर रहे थे, that is finding it, she or he is finding it little easier. वो अब उनके लिए रोज habit बन चुका है, body को आदत पड़ चुकी है उतना cover करने की, तो वो अब उनको easy लगने लगा है. So they will try to cover more distance, and like that, maybe after 2 or 3 months, that person will cover a kilometer. तो जो मैंने उनको टारगेट 3 महीने पहले दिया था, वो उन्होंने 3 महीने बाद जाके कवर किया है, कंप्लीट किया है. सो दैट्स हाउ योर बॉडी स्टार्ट अडेप्टिंग थिंग्स. आपकी बॉडी को अडेप्ट करने में टाइम लगता है. हर चीज एक दिन में या फिर 2 वीक, 2 दिन में या फिर 1 वीक, 2 वीक में नहीं होती है. once you will keep doing it regularly, and after a month or maybe 2 months, once you will see the previous picture, आप अपने आप को पुराना देखते हो कि आपकी कितना जॉइंट में पेन था या फिर आप कितना लिफ्ट कर पा रहे थे जब आपने स्टार्ट किया था, एंड हाउ मच स्ट्रेंथ यू हैव नाउ आफ्टर 2 months or 3 months. Okay, so that's how you will get to know. कि वो immediately आपको नहीं पता चलेगा, but after 2 to 3 months you will get to know about it कि how strength training is helping you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for the demonstration. I am seeing Rani ji already started doing whatever you have presented here. So
Yes.
nice to see the motivation of them. And thank you so much. You have explained very simple ways of how to make it as a habit, small activities. So Neha, are there any questions? Can you please take up the questions from the chat?
Yeah, I will read it up from the chat section. Just 1 second. Himanshu, there is one question that what is the normal BP at the age of 68 years?
So it should be somewhere around 90, and the lower one should be 90, and the higher one should be somewhere around 125, 130. That is the range.
Okay, I just make one more correction. As we start aging and if we are not doing exercise, the BP also start increasing. So to
Definitely,
keep
there
it
is going
in
to
a
be much
good
of
range.
fluctuation is going to be there. It will not
Exactly.
remain stable.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then there is another question from Mr. Alok Das. During good intensity workout, my heart rate reaches 170. Is it okay for a male in early 50s to have this heart rate?
Yes, definitely. You have to just keep one thing in mind. If you never have gone under through a heart surgery, किसी को भी heart surgery नहीं हुआ है पहले, so it's totally normal to take your heart rate up to like 160, 170. It's totally normal. Okay, till the time you can breathe. Okay, yes, definitely the breathing is going to be tough over there. आपके लिए breathe करना थोड़ा tough होगा, but that is totally normal. Now those who all have heart condition, जिनको already heart का condition है या फिर कोई surgery हुआ है पहले, in that case you have to keep your heart rate little low. As soon as you feel like that the breathlessness happening, breathlessness आपको feel हो रहा है, just stop at that point of time, let the heart rate go down a bit and then again restart. So this is going to be the perfect approach. And if your heart rate is going up to 160, 170, you never had any heart condition, then it's nothing to worry about. You can work with that kind of a heart rate.
Himanshu, thank you. And three best exercise to bring the, if somebody is observing that their blood pressure is high, what are the three exercise they can do to bring the pressure down?
So these three exercises which I have shown, this works in every single way, whether you want to suppress your sugar levels or if you want to suppress your hypertension. So these are going to be a very simple exercise which each and every person can follow no matter what kind of an injury they have.
Okay. And do you suggest raising the legs help in high blood pressure?
No, I would not suggest that kind of a movement, because again, that is going to be a movement where you need to hold your breath. And again, if you are holding your breath, that is going to create a reverse pressure on your heart. So that's why
Okay.
it's not
That's I think
recommended.
was a very useful one. So thank you so much, Himanshu. I think it was a very informative session. Thank you, Uma, for joining us today. Thanks to each one of you for joining and making this entire series successful. Um, I wish you all good night. And we have, I think, taken all the questions. If there is anything, you can just post it and check with your coach. We can, and you can join in the morning, like, all the workout sessions that Himanshu is taking. He will be there to
Yes, 7:15 a.m. You can book it right
Yes,
now.
yes, book it right now and join the morning session to ask all the other questions. But thank you so much, Manchu. It was really indeed a very informative session, and we got a lot of information today. So thanks a lot. Good
Thank you
evening,
so
Thank
much.
you,
everyone.
Himanshu. Thank you, Neha.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
thank you,
all.
thank you all.